everybody. We got the Zeke plush. We're gonna go ride all White Plains parking garage elevators. First, we're gonna ride is the 44 South Broadway. Zeke, let's go ride the elevator. All right.
Which floor?
13.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
you're welcome. To everybody, sorry about that. This is the 12th floor. All right, this is our first. Oh, sorry about that for the shaky. All right, here we are, 13. Okay, everybody. Here's the first parking garage. I'm sorry we had a terrible issue due for the passenger select the 12th floor. All right, here we are now at the 13th floor. That ramp that goes up to the 14th floor, but we're not gonna go up there today since we're in a hurry. We're gonna go to Holy Name of Jesus. After this parking, we're gonna go to the North White Plains Station parking garage next. And the source, I don't know if we're gonna do that maybe later, including the 120 Bloomingdale Road parking. And here's another parking garage, which is the Sonesta Hotel. There's an elevator, but I don't know but we're not gonna go in there today, or we're not planning to enter maybe today, because this parking garage is only for guests only and hotel service. Let me clean my lens for a second. Here's the view. All right, Zeke, this is your first parking garage. Yay! We're not gonna get Elinor Fluttershy because we're in a hurry. And we're gonna go back down to the 6th floor. And I don't know if we're gonna go down to the 2nd floor since we have to go to the Holy Name of Jesus. And we're gonna go to Kensico Dam. And you're going to the church for your first time, Zeke. Yes, can't wait. All right, that's it. Take one more, a 10-second view before we leave. We're gonna go to Plaza later since we're in a hurry. And I think we're gonna skip 15 North Broadway parking garage since I don't wanna get in trouble just like last year. And right over there, that's the Stop and Shop parking garage. But the Stop and Shop parking garage, you need an ID. Oops, my dad's whistling, sorry about that. Here's another view. Once again, everybody, the Stop and Shop parking garage, you need an ID card to access to open the elevator button. And here's the One City Place. And I don't know if we're gonna go there today since it might, well, this location's private property. Well, I'm gonna try later, but, and here's the Westchester Mall parking garage right here. Maybe we'll go there later, I'm not sure. All right, now let's go back down. And then we're now going to take we're gonna go to the North White Plains Station parking garage. But we're not going to do the train platform, just parking garage. But you may see some train yards when we get to the 5th floor. Right, Zeke? Yeah. Okay, Zeke, we're gonna go down to the, I don't know if we're gonna go to the 3rd floor or the 2nd floor since, Zeke, you could push. All right, here it is. All right, 2. All right, we'll go to 2 first and then we'll go back up to 6, I think, since the car's at the... All right, we'll watch the numbers going down with this Wombat. Actually, just the indicator. I believe these are like Westinghouse modernized by Otis. Well, these are not Otis, actually. They look like innovated. All right, here we are, 2. All right, go to 6 since I don't know, my car is at the floor 6. All right, hold on, this is not it. This is the 2nd floor. Basement. Basement. Why are you pronouncing this? Bateman and basement. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it right, but I got it right. Basement, not Bateman. All right, here we are at 6. Yes. All right, that's it. All right, we'll watch it close. Let me watch the door close first and then we'll go. All right, there he goes. That's it. All right, next parking garage, North White Plains. We're now at the North White Plains station, but we're not going to the train platform, but you are gonna watch a train from the street. So we could go to the... All right, we're in North White Plains. Yes. All right, Zeke, and what's that you're holding with Elinor? It's my snout. Okay, but you're not gonna take it since we don't want to lose it. All right, let's go. Okay.
Are you
Alright, everybody. Here's the train, Zeke. At the last stop of the train at the North White Plains. I see. Here's the train up there. Express. It's not stopping. Yep, not stopping. It's an express train. Here's the Metro North train, which is at the last stop. Here's the Heights elevator, but we're not going to do that. We're only going to do a parking garage. Oh, it's now going to Grand Central. It's leaving, I think. I don't think it wasn't the train or the car beeping. Yeah, but I don't think it's not leaving. It's just a car. Alright then. Okay. Right here, here's Hertz Let's Go. And here we are at the parking garage. That's stairs. Elevator is right over here. Here it is. Let's see if it's working today. Metro North, North White Plains parking garage, Zeke. Here we go. Also, this elevator is a grocery store beep. And here it is. ThyssenKrupp, Synergy. Here it is. Let's go up to 5 to have a quick view. And Zeke, I think you could watch the window. I don't know if you could. Here you go. Here we are at 5. Alright, Zeke, let's take a quick view. Let's see if this is, yep. I wonder why it's blurry. We'll take a quick view and then we'll go to, we'll start with the other side and then we'll go to the left side. Oh no, you cannot see the Ritz-Carlton building anymore because of the trees. Oh, you could see it. I think a train's coming on that side. And here's the Ritz-Carlton buildings. I don't know which side is coming. Oh, it's coming from here. I think it might pass here, I'm not sure. I heard the horn. Here's the yard. There's not a lot of trains today. There's only a few of them. There's a diesel. Yeah. Oh, let me check the schedule. Hold on, let's check down here. I think the train's right here. Not that one. I think it's on the left side. Alright, we'll watch it leave from this side. We'll do this quick because we have to go. Please note, this is not the elevator right here. That's stairs. This is an elevator with stairs. Let's see if we're going to do this quick. Alright, Zeke. I don't know if we're going to leave you here for a few minutes, but I'm going to be careful. Actually, I think I might have to hug and hold you since I don't want it to fall off. I don't know if I want to. Alright, Zeke. We gotta be careful with these arms because they're models. Yeah. Well, let me watch the train leave. Let's see if it's leaving, Zeke. Okay. The other one's Express. I want to leave the local. I think it's going to Southeast or North White Plains at the last stop. I'm not sure. Or Brewster. Right here's the view. It's crossing by the railroad crossing, I think, at the Virginia Road. in the tunnel right here. That goes enter the Bronx River Parkway, I think. Right, Zeke? Yeah. I don't know if the train's leaving because I heard the horn. Yeah, I don't think it's not leaving. If not, we'll check it again. I don't know if the other one just left it, but let's see. Wait, I think it's leaving. I don't think it's not leaving. Yep. I heard the horn, but I don't think it's in leaving. Wait. I think I hear a horn. Here. There he goes. Oh. It's coming. Here it is, Zeke. Yeah. Oh look, it's racing. There's another one. I'll hold you there so you don't fall. Here's another one. Here goes a train to Southeast. This one's at that last stop. I saw another train light, which is coming from the yard. And I can hear the railroad crossing, which is far miles. Alright, let's go back down the elevator. You can hear the horn. Wait, I think I hear another train coming. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. Here he goes. All right, let's go back down the elevator. Okay. Everybody, let's go back down. Kissing Crab elevator. Oh, this one's coming. All right, Zeke. You will stay at this pool wall. All right, I'll put you right here. Let's see if it will work. All right, and I'll watch the numbers on it. Sorry about that. Alright, Zeke. Let's see if you work if you stand. Alright. Alright, and I'll watch the numbers. In the door. Here we are, Zeke. Alright, we're gonna go to the Plaza parking garage later right now since we have to go to the church. Alright, we'll hear the bell. Oh, both of them. Alright, we'll send these to up. I'll have to hold the elevator. Alright, watch it close. And watch them both. There he goes. Let's see who wins. Here goes number 1 and here goes number 2. Hope elevator number 2 wins and elevator number 1. All right, that's it. In case of the fire, do not use the elevators, use stairs. Right, Zeke? Yeah, it's important to know. Alright, we're going to the Holy Name of Jesus and the Pensacola Park for a church event to film the bells, and that's it. Here goes Beeline Paratransit. There's a train right here. Look nice. Alright, that's it. That's it, everybody. Take a look at this parking garage. Actually, for this, we're gonna do the last parking garage for today because it's getting late. Better go home, but tomorrow we'll film the rest. Anyways, let's go take a look at the plaza garage. We'll get Zeke until we get to the 9th floor. Since we have to go to this location because I now have 9K videos. So we're gonna go top to the 9th floor. Alright, that's it. Alright, here's the elevator. Let's go. Since we reached 9K videos, we're going up to 9. Yes. We'll get Elinor and Fluttershy, we'll get to the view. For this location, we're gonna skip the floors 4 and 5 because they're same elevators as this. The broken elevators. Let's see if the large elevators are working. Sorry about the focus camera. Here we are, 9. Alright, Zeke. Here we go. Yes. They're commercial vehicles right now, but here's the tower at City Place and One City Place. And that's the Ritz-Carlton. That elevator wasn't working. But I don't think we're not going to go to the Ritz-Carlton today. Plus, it's private property. I'm going to try today, but I'm not sure I'm going to go there again. Because the elevator wasn't working. Plus, it's only for the residents. And I just want to go to One City Place, but I don't think I'm not going today. I'm not sure. Plus, I don't want to get in trouble if I enter this building and there's security camera. The air conditioners are on, Zeke. Hey, Zeke, do you want to try if that elevator works? Yeah. Alright, let's see if it's going to work. I'm not sure. I don't know if it is going to work. Let me see if it is going to work. I'm not sure. Focus. I guess maybe not. Hear the motor. Zeke, this is what it used to be the Walmart parking garage. I know, but it's not gonna work anymore. Yep. Doesn't light up. See this? Focus. Yep, not working. Epic fail. As you can see right here. Look at that, there's an owl up there. With those crows. Or pigeons. Wait, I think the elevator's coming. Oh, this elevator's independent service, Zeke. Yeah. The elevator lights up. I don't know if it is going to work. Well, I don't know if it is lighting up. Yep. It doesn't work. I wish it wanted back. Yep, these elevators don't work. But I don't know if it's that. Let's take a quick view. You could see Leon Place parking garage. But I think we're gonna go to that location tomorrow since it's too late. And we gotta go home. But don't worry, tomorrow we'll go continue filming the parking garage elevator for this plush event. And that's the Ritz-Carlton, but I don't think we're not going today. And here goes the plane up there. There's a nice view. Please note, I don't think this is not the Trump Tower anymore. It's called the Tower at City Place, I think. What do you think about this, Zeke? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the elevators will not open. Yeah. Alright, so everybody, what do you think about this view, Fluttershy? Yeah. Elinor? I like it. Oops. Here's the view. Oh, there's a bird. I won't hurt you. Alright. And here's the better view of White Plains. Here's the moon. Right over there, shopping centers. You can see White Plains Hospital. Get a nice view down here. You gotta be careful with my phone though. Here's the Hamilton garage, but I don't think we're gonna go there as well. But I'm gonna try today, I'm not sure. Or the city center. But here's the Ritz-Carlton. The left side, this is the elevator shaft equipment that goes up to the 42nd floor. But I don't think we're not gonna go to Ritz-Carlton today since it's private property and I don't want to get in trouble again because I already went 2 times. And you can see Our Lady Mount Carmel, the tower. Tomorrow we're gonna go this one at 9 a.m. but I don't know if I'm gonna get up for much time. And there's the other elevator machine room, but I think that's the shaft equipment. I don't think this is not like the others. Well, hope you have a 9K subscriber special. Because this elevator, since this is a 9K video special, because we're at the 9th floor of this location. There's also a 9th floor at Longview Cromwell and the Galleria parking garage. But we're not gonna go there because YouTubers already voted for this location. Anyways, let's go back down. That I just don't want my voice reveals in my videos. Someone else's. Here's the door. Alright, let's go back down. Here it is. I think we got this one. Yep. See what's on 0. 0 is restricted, so we're not going to exit here. We're only going to exit at PL. It's not busy today as usual. Alright, go back down to PL. No. You can't enter here. 0 is restricted though, so we're not going to exit here because this is private property. Here we are, PL. Somebody forgot to lock the floor 0 or overpass. Alright, here we are. Alright, so watch it close. This one's not working as of today, but there we goes, and that's it. Here you can see these nice plants. They're real. Right here, that's the MPE, the manpower elevator stairs. Okay, that's it. Alright, everybody. Let's start with this elevator first because there's a door. This is the city hall. Oh. Hey. I think that this is Mayor's Tom Roach's office, I think. This is the mayor name in White Plains. I think the mayor started like in 2011. I think. Alright. Let's start with this elevator and then we'll go transfer to this one. We're at Hamilton, Maine Miracle Garage in White Plains, New York. They're modernized by Dover. So we're gonna take a look. Alright. Here's another plane. All right, let's go ride this elevator. It's on basement, sorry. All right, let's go to the roof. Epic motor, quiet motor. Here's the parking update. These are modernized by Dover. Here we are at roof. We get a nice view from here. Wow. Here's the Mitchell Apartments, New York Sports Club, One City Place, the Trump Tower at City Place. Switch is behind. All right, let's go take this view outside. Gotta be careful with the door though. And here's the parking garage that I already filmed. You get a nice view from here. I think tomorrow we're gonna film the rest of the parkings, including the bus terminal, the train station, the Galleria. Well, the Galleria Mall is closed, but the elevator's working, the parking garage. But White Plains Public Library Garage doesn't have an elevator, it's just stairs. But right here, this is the One City Place. It's only 35 stories tall. All right, and here's the Ritz-Carlton. But I don't think we're not going that building today. I'm sorry. All right, now we're gonna go to this elevator right here. We're going to transfer it. I'll see you there. Look nice. Here's the tower at City Place, the Moon, Ritz-Carlton, and the others. Here's a nice view down here. Look nice. It's the parking bridge. All right, let's go back down to this elevator. See everybody. I don't know if there's a, oh, you gotta push. All right, let's go down to this elevator. Oh, look at that, the indicator busted out. Let's see if it's working, I'm not sure. The indicator's frozen. I think I hear something, it's coming. Here's the view on that side. Here's the AT&T building. And here it is. Sorry about that. This elevator doesn't have a phantom voice. Oh no, the arrow's glitched. Basement's locked. One. Look at that arrow. It busted out. Isn't that neat? Sorry about that. I just don't want my reveals in my videos. But look at this. This arrow is busted out, up and down. Since the indicator is like a glitched or frozen, so I guess we're gonna watch it. But basement is locked, or basement is locked. All right, go to roof. Go to roof. Hey. Sorry about that. You leave without us. Alright. We're not gonna watch the indicator since it's frozen, but we'll watch the button. Or the floor's going by. You can't see the door, so I guess we'll watch the button. And there is no lantern. He keeps arguing. I don't want my reveals in my videos. Alright, here we are. That's it. We're gonna skip the door close. Let's go back down. Oh, go get the plush. Alright, let's go down to the basement since this is the destination. Alright, hold on. Alright, I don't think we're not gonna go to Ritz-Carlton today because we have to go home now. Yeah. And the other parking garages. So we're gonna go home. And this is gonna be part 1 for today since we don't have much time for the others. We'll send this to roof.
Basement.
Here we are at basement or basement. Alright. Here it goes. Look at this. This triangle is white. Hold on. Watch it close. There it goes. And that's it. It used to be modernized by Dover. Sorry about that. I have to go now because somebody's having arguments. That's it. Alright, so everybody. I'm gonna go to Ritz-Carlton again. But I'm gonna try if I could do this. I'm not sure. There's also a parking garage elevator, but I don't think. Let's see if the glass elevator works. So that's it. It's 2. Alright, I started the video here because I don't want to get in trouble. But let's see if it works. It's everybody. 3rd time. Still not working as of today. See this? Yep. Busted out. Alright, Zeke. Look at this. It's not going to work anymore because of that. Ritz-Carlton and Canopy, you need to fix your elevator, please. Yeah. Let's see, there's another way. I don't know. All right, everybody. Here's a nice. I don't know if there's another elevator in this building. All right, everybody. All right, Zeke. Sadly, the elevator will not work, but let's see if there's another accessible way. Okay. Let's try if we can go to 3. I think I'm gonna stop the camera since I don't want to get in trouble. Here's the parking garage elevator, so we're gonna go there next while we finish this location, Zeke. Okay. Alright, that's it. Alright, we're gonna go to 5 if there's accessible way. So that's it. Here's another view on that side. But the elevator's on the other side. Alright, we're gonna try if we could go to, let's see. Alright, I'll stop the camera. Here we are now. Let's see what's this on. Right here, this is the spot. Here's the view of the building. But you can't see New York City. But this is nice. Alright. Well, there's no another elevator accessible. Alright, everybody. We're not going to 10 since this is the same. Oops. Alright, everybody. There's no. We're not going to the 10th floor since it's getting late, but. We're not gonna go to the 10th floor since the 10th floor is the swing. And we're gonna go back down to mezzanine. Yeah, mezzanine's locked, so 1. Oh, I want to stop. So let's go ride the parking one since the glass elevator will not open. Alright, everybody, we're gonna film this quick because I don't want to get in trouble. Here it is. Here's the elevator, Zeke. Yeah. Alright, let's go to C3. I'm sorry, Zeke. The glass elevator is still not working as of today. Yeah. It's a nice lantern. Zeke, don't climb with that. Alright, here we are at C3. This is parking level C3, but we're not going to open the door, but here it is. Watch it close and then we'll go back up. There it goes, and I left it. So we'll go up now. Alright, so let's try if we could go to number. We're not going to 2 since it's the same floor. Unknown is locked, so 1. Oh, there's no button here. Let's see if the lobby has another accessible elevator, but the other side is the residence, and I guess we're not going to the left side since the glass elevator isn't working. Alright, that's it. Alright, here we are at Longview Cromwell. Here's the ramp for wheelchairs. And here's the elevator. Sorry about that. All right. Although this is 9 stories in this location, but this is not for my 9K video. We only did the plaza yesterday. We're gonna go ride this elevator. You could get the plush, the Dover Buzz. Well, they're actually ThyssenKrupp. Here it is. Here's the bell. Here's the Synergy up there. Look at that. Let's go up to 9. All right, Zeke. I'm going to listen to this indicator. Yeah. Oh no, the indicator is broken. Here you are, 9. Look, this indicator is broken. We'll send this to 1. And you hear the view. And hear the bell. All right, let's take a quickie and then we're gonna go ride the other one. Gotta be careful with that. Here's the church that we went there like 10 minutes ago. You can hear the shaft from it. Or I think up there is the elevator machine room. Right here, you can see, once again, everybody, there's Our Lady Mount Carmel that we went there like, let me check the time that we went. We went there 13 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. Oh, we take the Montgomery elevator. All right, we're gonna go ride that one. Let's go to the other one. About to sneeze, I'm gonna stop the camera since my nose is tickling. And here's perfect view for Zeke. Hold on, we will take a picture of that later, but here's the view. Looks nice. All right, Zeke, take a picture of these skyscrapers. We gotta be careful for you. Yes. This is part 2. Since yesterday we couldn't go this parking, but here we are. And I'm not sure later we're gonna go to the Galleria parking garage, which is right here, but all right, let's go right to the other one. I don't know if the fan's turning it on or... Sorry about that, somebody's whistling. I don't want that in my videos since that's revealing. Got a view from here, that's Boost Mobile, Crown Foods. Right over here, you can see the cell phone tower. It's located at Westchester Medical Center, as you can see here. Some random houses. Here's the water tower. Right over here is the City Center Trump Tower, One City Place, Westchester 1, and the Crown Plaza Hotel is right here. Well, it's not Crown Plaza anymore. It's called Sonesta Hotel, the Ritz-Carlton, Residence Inn, and the Opus. So what do you think about this view, Zeke? Yeah. All right. All right, so everybody. All right, now let's go down to the other elevator right here. That's the view. You could see Westchester Medical Center cell phone tower and the water tower right here. I don't know where it's located, but it might be in Hawthorne or I don't know, maybe community college. Water tower. I'm not sure, but and we got another view. We're gonna go to that parking garage next, but we gotta go across the street from the other side. Alright, I guess we could go now. And I think we're gonna skip the elevator that goes down to the first floor. So we're going to ride this other elevator. That's it. Great. Let's see if it works. Yep, it is. See the red button. And up there that goes to the elevator machine room that I hear it. But we're not entering here because it's no trespassing. And here's another view. Oh, here it is. Elevator number 4 has arrived. Alright, move down to 1, and then we go up to 2, or 9. Here we are 1, or we'll go up to 9. My ear's a little popping. Here we are 1, that's the basement, sorry, or parking garage, basement. All right, well it's not actually a basement. Let's go up to 9. It's just like -1 or something. ThyssenKrupp. Here we are 9, 2. These are ThyssenKrupp. Now let's get a cab view. Here's your famous Mr. Security camera. I don't know if you could see the floors going by. Oh yes, you could see the floors going by. Here we are 2. Here's your parking update of the City of White Plains focus camera. Pause the video if you want to. Alright, here we are at the 2nd floor. We'll hear the up chime. This is the street level. Now watch this. Oh, it doesn't chime just like the other elevators. But there it goes, and we'll hear the down chime. Here's the Synergy up there. Or I'll watch it close. Hold on. I have an idea. And it got lifted. Hold on. We will watch the indicator. We'll send this to 9. Alright, we're gonna watch it close before we leave and go to the next parking. There we go. So sorry about that, it keeps touching me. The ThyssenKrupp wants to close. The ThyssenKrupp will close. It doesn't have an arrow, just like the other side of the left side. Let me watch the indicators going up. This elevator is out of order because I think this elevator is going to be modernized next year or still working to fix it. All right, we'll send these 2 up and down. Okay, that's it. We'll go to the next parking. All right, everybody, look at that red flashing light. It's going faster. All right, here we are in the Chester Avenue garage. Let's see if it works because I saw the sign. It says elevators right here. Let's see if it works. It smells good in here. Oh no. Let me see if it works. Oh no, it's not working. All right, everybody, this elevator is out of order, but instead we'll go to the other side. Here it is, everybody. Elevator's out of order. I guess they're gonna be modded or modernized. Modernized by Dover. See this? It's not working. EPIC fail. There's another elevator right here, but let's see if there is. So that's it. Let's see when I get. See if that elevator works. I'm not sure. There's the other one. Yep, it might be working. We'll start going up first. I hear the bell. Go to the roof. These are like innovated. This is the motor. It's a Dover. Here we are at the roof. All right, let's take a quick view. The door's open. Here's the other parking garage that I already went to film. I think later we're gonna go to the Galleria parking garage, White Plains train station, and the bus terminal. And I think I'm gonna go to Leon Place later. Actually, I'm not sure. Even the city center garage. And today I'm not sure we're gonna go to One City Place, because One City Place is in apartments. Because I don't want to get in trouble for I'm going to film it, because there's security. And the Ritz-Carlton wasn't working as of today, the glass elevator. Well, I already did the parking garage at Ritz-Carlton. And here's a view from here. This elevator is not working. I think next year they're going to be modernized. Alright, let's go get the Wombat. We're going to end at South Basement, which is down here. Hold on. That goes to the street. We're gonna go back down to the street level. Alright, Zeke. You're going to press the elevator. And I hope you like this video of the elevator extravaganza, the parking garages in downtown White Plains. So, let's go back down. And the elevator got lifted. The Dover will leave. The Dover will leave. If the Dover wants to leave, the Dover will leave. Yes. Alright. It might be coming, or... Oh. Push harder. Alright, here it is. Yes. Let's go down to South Basement, sorry. Yeah, I can do it, pronounce it right. Yep, this one that goes to the Mamaroneck Avenue. Let's see what's on B. South Basement is at the elevator machine room. I think these are like Dover innovative buttons, just like at the city center. Well, city center is MEI. Hold on, we're not getting off at basement. South Basement is Mamaroneck Avenue. Alright. Basement is Maple Avenue right here. Walkway is South Basement. We're not getting off here. We're going to get off at Mamaroneck Avenue. This basement is Maple Avenue. Alright. This is Maple. We're getting off at South Basement. Alright. Here we are at South Basement. Alright, we're gonna hear the elevator machine room. I'll send this to roof. Here's the elevator machine room. Hold on, it's right here. Watch it close. There it goes. That's it. Here's your big famous security camera. Hope you don't get busted for that. But don't worry. Look at this padlock. This is American lock. Diesel Doocy. I hope you like padlocks for this. I think it's only one elevator machine room in this parking. Oh. Alright. We'll send this to, down. Alright, this elevator will send us to one floor. Oh wow, we used to have a handicapper. Send us to roof. Actually, no. Oh. Hold on. Sorry about that. Alright, we'll send us to one floor. So, basement and basement, sorry. The Dover wants to leave. The Dover will leave. That's better. I think another elevator's coming. Alright, but we will skip this one. Alright. This one goes to Mamaroneck Avenue, as you can see here. Okay. That's it. Right. For the last one, we will do Leon Place Garage for now. We'll do the rest of them later, including the Westchester Mall Garage. But let's start with this elevator right here. In the afternoon, we're gonna do the rest of them. We only did 3 garages. So Otis. I think these are series 7, I think. Alright, let's go up to 8. We'll get the plush. Watch the indicator. Alright. Sorry, Zeke. There is no window pull for you. So I guess actually you're gonna watch the window instead.
Yeah.
Those elevators are nice. And here you are at the 8th floor. I'll take a quick view. We're gonna go right at the other one, which is straight. And then we're going back down to the other one. Here's the Plaza Garage that I already filmed yesterday. Later we'll do City Center because we have to go home so I could eat breakfast. We'll do the rest of them later or tomorrow. So what do you think about this location, Zeke?
Yeah.
We will get Elinor and Fluttershy until we go back down to the glass elevator. First, let's go ride the non-glass elevator. That's it. All right, here's the other one. Also later, we'll go to the source of White Plains, which is down here. It's Otis. And here it is, the elevator. Some crows. All right, here it is. Hope we don't get stuck on this thing. Go down to ground. Go down the ground floor. So what do you think about this elevator, Zeke?
It's nice.
And here we are at the ground floor. All right, we'll go to 8 to go back to the glass elevator. Watch the numbers. Let's see if we can see the doors. Can't see it, but let's try this one. No, you can't see the doors. Or what about here? Nope. Not here either, sorry. Can't see the doors. And here we are at 8. Alright, see, you could send this to ground.
What does this one do? I like this.
That's just the alarm, it's not gonna work. The Otis wants to close. The Otis will close. There he goes. Alright, do a quick view on this one. When the Otis wants to close, the Otis will close. Wow. Alright, well, here's another view from here. Here's the Trump Tower, the tower at City Place. And here's the Ritz-Carlton. And here, down here's the 51 South apartment building. And this one is the New York Life. Looks like smoking from here. It looks like construction. Or it's the sun. And there's the other parking garage, but that's for the hotel. I don't think we're not going to go there since it's only for guests. Here's the Trump Tower. Well, it's not Trump Tower anymore. It's called the Tower of City Place, which is the brown one right here. I hope Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash will like this building because she wants to be a pony residence when she grows up. But here's the Ritz-Carlton, but sadly it's not going to work anymore. The guest elevators are working, but to the express elevators aren't working. Alright, now we're gonna go back down to the glass one. We're gonna use Fluttershy since Fluttershy haven't been to this parking yet. And the fan turns off. That's strange. There are crows right now, so we gotta get going, so I don't want the crows to scare me. That's it. Right over here. Here's the crow. Alright, let's go back down to the elevator. Alright, let's go back down to this elevator right here. Alright. Get a nice view from here. But you can't see Manhattan because only 20th or 35th floors so you'll see these. Oh, you can see the floors going by right here, the shaft dependents. Wait. Oh, it's right here. Didn't know that. Alright. Go back down to ground. See the floors? You can see it up there though. Alright, we'll watch the window this time. And here we are. Alright, we'll get Fluttershy. We'll send this up to 8. There's police reported. Alright, let me get Fluttershy. Here it goes, the elevator. Oh, you can't see it. Here it goes then. Alright, Fluttershy. We're gonna skip Elinor in this video, but what do you think about this location?
Yeah, I love the elevators.
You can push it if you like with your pinky promise.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a better idea. We will send this up to the 8th floor. Alright, we're gonna watch the elevator ascend. Here he goes. Alright everybody, let's go home already. We're gonna continuing just a few parkings in White Plains later because we gotta go home now. So, I'll see you later. Here goes the train. Alright, we're gonna go to the parking garage elevator. So we're gonna go take downstairs to park. It's everybody. Hold on. We're going to the stairs parking. Alright. Right here. This is the tunnel. But we're not gonna go to the tunnel right now today. We're going to the parking elevators. First, let me clean my lens. The lenses are a little lasers, but here's the modernized Dover elevators. Right here to basement, sorry. Exit. We're on the first floor though, but train station side B and the other side, level A. Alright, here it is.
Going up.
Alright. Now we're inside the elevator. Let's go up to 8. And here it is, Zeke. We're at another parking garage.
Yes.
Yep, we're at the White Plains station. After this, we're gonna go to the bus terminal garage. These are modernized by Dover. Wow. Here we are, 8.
8th floor.
Oh no. What on earth just happened? It looks like we're not gonna go take a look at the view because they're under construction. Instead, we'll take a little view, but instead we'll take a look at these skyscrapers. Oh, big bump. Sorry about that. Almost stepped it. Well, I'm okay though. I thought there is no ramp or a steep. Alright, let's just go. I guess we're not gonna go walk here because I'm afraid I don't want to get stuck or sticky in this location. Here's one city place, but I don't know if we're gonna go there today. Plus, I don't want to get in trouble because there's a security camera just like this one. Actually, we'll go back down to the elevator, then we'll go to this one. I'm very camouflaged about this color. Right, Zeke?
Yeah. Camouflaged.
Alright, I guess we're not entering here, so let's go back down to the lift. These are modernized Dovers. Alright, we'll go to one. Bateman is working. one in basement. I don't know why. Here's the yes. Say yes if you like the Zeke plush. Say no if you don't like my Zeke plush. To rate it. For me, yes. And let's get a cavity right here. That's weird. Oh, there's the phone. And the other side it is. And I wonder what does S mean.
First floor.
I don't know what's S mean.
Going up.
Alright, here we are at the first floor. Oh no, the other elevator's at the... It's on the second floor to the other one. Go up to 2. I think it might be the other side of the... I don't remember which floor that goes to the other elevator, Zeke. Yeah. Wait, going up to 2 or 3? I don't get it.
Third floor. Going down.
Actually, I think we might have to start here since I got the floor wrong. Yeah. Right. Next elevator. Let's see if it works. Because next year they're going to be modernized. Let's start going down. Oh, it's working. Yeah, it's a little dirty in the holes. Alright, go down to 1. And then go up to 8. To Dover. Yeah, Dover. Oh, here we are, 1. Alright, let's go up to 8. 8. Kind of shaky, these elevators. Got a cavity right here, just a little shaky. You can see the floors. I'm not sure you can see them. No, you can't see the floors. Here we are at 8. Let's see if we get access to. Ugh. Yep, still the same. So we're not gonna take a look at the view. If not, there's a little wet paint, so we gotta be careful because I smell wet paint and the glass has been removed. So we're not gonna get off here instead, but we will have to take a view of this skyscrapers. Oh, so there's a bumblebee. Oh. All right, guess we'll go back down since there are too many bugs right now. And plus it's under construction. And the elevator got lifted. The Dover wants to leave. The Dover will leave. Now we gotta wait. The button burned out, but let's see if it comes. I'm not sure. If not, then we'll take the stairs. I don't know if the stairs is open, but I think it might be. If not, we will take the ramp. Hold the ramps close. Have 20% battery. I think the elevator's coming. I think we got this one. I think we're getting this one, Zeke. Yeah. Oh, it's this one. Gotta be careful with the caution sign so I don't get stuck. 1. Alright, now we're gonna take a look at the bus station garage. Let's see if it's open because today's the weekend, but let's see if the bus garage, the White Plains Bus Terminal garage is open. They used to be modernized by Otis, and they're now Kone, which they got a new elevator in 2024, which is like 11 months ago or almost 1 year ago. Alright, here we are at 1. Alright, let's go take a look at the bus terminal. Yes, bus terminal. Yep, we're going to take a look at the bus terminal. There's a train coming. Alright, watch it close. Yeah. There he goes, and we'll send these to up and down. Oh, it's only up. Alright, that's it. Oh, These both came. Oh, better idea. Oh, this one's beating us. Watch the indicator. 0. Those indicators are glitching. Alright, we'll send these back to both. Alright, let's go to the bus terminal. 2 buses, 3 buses. Articulated versus regular buses, shuttle buses are going to the terminal entry. Here's the number 40 to Mount Vernon. Alright, we're at Westchester Beeline Bus Terminal in White Plains, New York. Also, we're gonna take a look at some buses. Well, we're not looking at some buses. We're gonna go ride the elevator. We'll watch this one bus leaving. Wow. Here goes the bus. Here goes. We'll watch this. It's going to Westchester Medical Center. I thought that bus is going to Mount Vernon. It's the wrong route. It's not turning right. Yep. Alright, let's see if it's open. Let's go take a look and check this out. It says no trespassing, but let me see if it's open. If not, then we'll skip. Yep, it is open. Alright, these are modernized by Otis. Elevators at White Plains Bus Terminal, parking garage, White Plains, New York. These are Kone, modernized by Otis. Lobby.
Closing. Lobby.
Here we are in lobby. 5.
Doors opening. Going up.
Watch this.
Doors closing.
Go up to 5. Alright. Here we are. White Plains Bus Terminal Garage. Yeah. The lobby is locked.
5th floor.
But the first floor works.
Doors
If you like this
opening.
plush, say yes. If you don't like it, say no. For me, yes. Alright. Watch it close. There he goes. And here's the view of White Plains. Look nice. Alright, everybody. We're not going to open it since I don't want to get locked here. Let me see if I could. Yep, it's locked. So I guess we're not going to take a look at the view. But except this. Alright, let's go back down. Oh, it's here. 1. Let's see if we don't get trapped in this location. But get a cab right here. Here we are, 1. We'll send this to 5. Lobby. Watch it close. There we goes. Alright, send this to up and down. Okay, that's it. Alright, everybody. As you can see right here, this Galleria Mall was closed. Let's take a look at the advertisements before we ride the elevator. Sorry about that. Alright, everybody. Here's the Galleria. Oh, the elevator's here. Sorry about that. My dad just pushed a button. Alright, let's go up. And we'll go up to 8. Alright, here we are to this parking garage. The Galleria in White Plains. Yeah, yes. You can hear the bell. Alright, let's take a quick view. And then we'll go There's 3 elevators in this parking garage. There's the Sears. I guess we're gonna cross here since it's easy. And here's the Longview Cromwell that we went there this morning. And the church. This morning for the 9K bells. Yeah. Here's the church that we went there. It's already past 4 o'clock already. I couldn't hear the bells while we entered the parking. Yeah. But we already did. Anyways. Let's go to the Sears elevator. Sadly, I miss Galleria. I wonder why Galleria closes. It's one of my childhood places. Yeah. Alright, so everybody, please note, the White Plains Public Library parking garage does not have an elevator. Only stairs. But we'll go to the Sears parking garage. Sears got closed in 2021. Alright, here we are. Sears parking garage. Yes! Alright, Zeke, you can push the button. Got this one. Left side bell works, but the right side doesn't work. It's a Dover. Has a speaker right here. Alright. One. No door closed button. Whoa. Wait. We're stopped on 3. Is this first floor? This is the Sears. Well, yeah, this is nice. Alright. Oh, the Dover wants to do. Oopsies. Well, the Dover wants to close. The Dover will close. Go down 1. Once again, when the Dover wants to close, the Dover will close. Alright. Go up to 8. Wow. This elevator's not good. Yeah. Alright, Zeke, let's get down. Since we haven't went together. Oh, send us to 1. Oh, whoopsies. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That elevator was a death trap. Well, the Dover will be a death trap close. The Dover will be a death trap close. Epic fail. At least I didn't get hurt, Zeke. Yeah. The Galleria parking garage of the city of White Plains. You need to fix your elevator, please. Otherwise, elevator fans will not be happy about this. I'm going to rate this elevator as a 5 out of 10. Except these Dover modernizes. Those bumpers aren't good. The Dover will be once again, everybody. The Dover will close. The Dover will close. All right, let's go back down to this elevator. All right. The Sears elevator is bad, but let's go back down to this better one. I hope this elevator doesn't get bumpers. Alright, 6. Let's start going 1. Then we'll go to 6 since my car just parked. The Sears elevator is a death trap. Here we are, 1. 6. And then we'll go right to the other one. There's only one more elevator in this map. I only found the Sears and this one. This one's not modernized, well, the other side it is. Alright, here we are at 6. Alright, watch it close. There he goes. Alright, that's it. Yeah. Alright, so everybody. This elevator is going to be better. Let's go ride it. These are the modernized elevators. Alright, here it is. 9. Fashion level 1 and 2. Wow. Alright, Zeke, here we are, the better elevator this time. Yeah. We can't ride the Sears elevator no more because it's bad. It used to run. Here we are, 9.
9th floor, going down.
Oh, there's police. Alright, so everybody, looks like there's police reports, so I guess we're not going to watch the view. Because I don't want to get in trouble. Right here is the Ritz-Carlton that we went there 3 times. One city place, but I don't think we're not going to go there today. Sorry about that. There's a homeless man too. Alright, let's just go back down since there's a homeless man. So let's go back down to 1, then go up to 6. Since my car's at floor 6. Only passion 4 and 6. Passion floor 6 is the parking levels. Wow. And here we are at the first floor. Alright, 6. Look at the number 3 button. The 3 button's broken. 6.
First floor, going up.
Alright, go up to 6. Here's the pay machines. Office and that. Door close doesn't work. Look at that 3 button. Yeah, hold on, we're not getting off at 3, I'm just taking a look at the button.
3rd floor, going up.
Alright, go up to 6. Here we are at 6.
6th floor.
Here, bell. Alright, watch it close. Come on. There we go, and that's it. Hope you like this parking garage tour. But sorry, but I just don't want to get any whistling in my videos. It sucks. But we're gonna go to the Westchester Assignment Mall. We're gonna go to ride the elevator, but not the store elevators today. We're only going to ride the parking garage elevators. We still have Westchester Mall, the Source of White Plains, 120 Bloomingdale Road, and the City Center Mall garage. Let's go ride. We're not going to Crate and Barrel. We're only going to ride parking garage elevators. There are only 4 garages, elevators at this mall. First, let me clean my lens. Alright, here's the garage elevators. We're gonna wait for the next one. Look nice. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna lose that one, so we don't care. But let's just go take this one. These are Dovers. Hold on, parking levels are, sorry about that. Here it is. P4. I mean P3, sorry, couldn't see it right. Door close doesn't work. Door close emergency. Alright, we're getting Zeke. This is part 3, everybody. Yesterday we did part 2 and Friday we did part 1. Yeah. Here's the garage. We're gonna wait for the next elevator, but let's take a look at this right here. Look at that light flashing. The light's broken. The light's broken. Please note, this is not the fire alarm. This is the fire alarm. Alright. Actually, oh wait, we're at P4. I made a mistake. We'll go down first, we're not going up. This elevator's busy. We're not gonna go up to Savior today. We're only doing the garages. Savior, that goes to the food court. This is going up, we're going down. Actually, let's try if we could transfer go to P3. I don't know if this is, wait, let's see if this is, wait, it's here. Hold on. Oh, when the Dover will close, the Dover will close. Hold on, we'll wait. All right, this Dover elevator got left. When the Dover wants to leave, the Dover will leave. All right, we'll just wait here. They used to have a talking elevator voice, but not anymore. I think they got modded. But the same beep as usual of the indicator. I think it's here. Right over here. We're not going to open the door. Well, that's not an emergency exit, but here it is. Oh, it's a wheelchair exit. But it doesn't work. Oh, here it is. Down. No. Sorry. I'm going to R3. Okay. Elevator's here. Actually, R3. Oops. Here we are, R3. So this is my floor. Sorry about that. Let's go to R3. Hey. You're welcome. You guys coming? Sure. Sure. I think it's our glitter and tattoo.
I see the purple one. No, this one, no. You have to wait. I think one more. 2 or 3.
Alright, this is my floor. Alright, that's it. We're gonna skip the door closed because it's busy. Alright, sorry about that. My dad's voice again. If I'm gonna give voice reveals again, the voice reveal sucks. Look at this right here. So also there's a New York City subway. Alright, once again everybody, we're going to the blue parking. Let's go right, I guess we're gonna skip down because the elevator is going to be busy. Let's see which one we get. We're gonna skip going down since the elevator is going to be busy in this location, just like at the Cross County Mall in Yonkers. Here's the pay machine. And here it is. Sorry about that. We have to slide my camera that side because I don't want everybody to have face reveal. P7. Maybe I guess we'll go to P3 just in case. I'm not sure. Indicator burned out as of today. All right, we'll go to P3. P3 that goes to the Chinese restaurant, PF Chang's, and parking levels. And then go back up to P2 Rental 5 that we went, and we're stopped on Rental 5. Actually, we will skip this. All right, everybody. I don't want voice reveals. It sucks. Let's take a look at this floor. We're not going down here since it's busy. Here's the garage right here. Here's the elevator that already took it. All right, let's go back up. We're not gonna go to P2 since it's busy right now. And it's coming. Let's see if it's not full. Oh, look at that, it's almost broken. Gotta be careful with this so I don't want to break it on purpose, but it feels nice. And it's here. Alright. Alright. Retail 5. Retail 5, sorry, I couldn't pronounce it. But Retail 5. Retail 5. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it right, but excuse me. And here we are. Alright, let's go to the next one. We're gonna skip door close. That's it. Alright, let's go to the green orange parking garage. Let's start going. Let's go up. Oh no, this elevator's out of order, but we're gonna take this one since the other one got left. Let's take a look at the garage before it comes. Here's the door. Well, I'm not gonna do that since I don't want to prank any people. This elevator's going to be busy. Alright, we're gonna skip going down since the elevator is going to be busy. But here it is. We'll do this quickly, just sorry about that. He keeps bothering me because of sorry about that. He keeps touching me. Sorry about that. He keeps asking me that I want to go, but I'm still filming. All right, here it is. Let's see if there is any. All right, let's go to. All right, here we go. There you are. Yes. All right, let's see if we go to 10. Let's see if 10 works. Let's go up to P10, then we'll go. If not, we'll go at 9. Oh, it's going down. Let's go back down to P5. I think 10 is locked. All right, we'll go to the next one. Here's Nordstrom, but Nordstrom has a parking garage, but we're not gonna go there. It's considered, I know it's considered a parking garage, but we're only going to do mall garages only. Anyways, let's go right here. That goes to the orange parking escalators. They're kind of similar to the subway escalators, but that's not a subway train. Anyways, let's go. I think there's one more elevator in this. Excuse me. About the annoying cough. Alright. I'm not sick though, it's just like a regular cough. Anyways. Alright. There's one more garage right here. For this, we're going to exit at Neiman Marcus to Maple Avenue and Bloomingdale Road, which is the exit. But we're not going to film the Neiman Marcus elevator. We're only going to do parking garage elevator malls only because of an event from Friday. Alright, let's go. See when I get there. Here's the elevator sign. Here are the elevators to the green parking. We're gonna skip going down. Well, this one's not busy. These are Dover Benjos. Here it is. Go up to 10. P10. Alright, get the plush. right. Here we are at 10. Yay, 10th floor. All right. Ouch. Oh, sorry, Zeke. Let's see if the view is open. No, it's not open, but instead we'll take a look at inside of the view. Here's South Broadway. Here's New York Life that I already filmed the elevator from back in June. Here's the Sonesta Hotel, formerly the Crown Plaza. I think it's now a residence. I don't know if it is the hotel anymore. They have a parking garage, but I don't think we're not going because this is private property. I don't know if it is residence or hotel. All right, let's go back down. The bell indicator doesn't work. We're gonna skip. We're not gonna go down to P1. So we're going to like, I think we went on P5. Send these 2 buttons instead. Let's get a cab view right here. ADA compliant phone. There's no phone. Maybe it's this one for the fire department. All right, we're gonna watch the door close. And there we go, and that's it. We're not going to take the elevator because we're only doing garages. But we will take the escalator. There is an exit right here. I'm gonna show you right now. It's on the 1st floor, I think. I haven't ridden these escalators at this store in about many years. 5 years or... They have the bathrooms. Women's elevator, men's bathroom might be around somewhere. Alright, we'll take the golden escalator. Montgomery escalator. That elevator is modernized Montgomery. I never ride in these escalators in a long time. Let's see. You know what? Let's take the elevator fast. To go down to the street level. It's on the ground floor though. Instead of going up for hearing the motor, we're gonna hear the elevator machine room at the ground floor. These are Kone, and here it is. We're gonna hear the elevator machine room when we get down to the ground floor. These are modded, modernized by Montgomery. And Zeke, since I know this is not a parking garage, Zeke, but we're gonna hear the machine room. Yeah. Alright, here we are. 7th Street. And here's the machine room. Alright, hold on. We'll watch it. Come on, elevator, close the door. There we go. And hear this motor. Sorry about that. My dad's whistling. I don't want my voice revealed. Well, I'm not disrespectful. We just need. That's it. Or, sorry about that, I keep messing around my videos. But, oh, there's the exit, I didn't know that. Alright, that's it. Next, we'll go to Source of White parking garage. Alright, everybody. Here we are. Hold on. Alright, everybody. Alright, this is the Cheesecake Factory. Right here. And here's the elevator that goes to the garage. This is different, these walls. Sorry about that. Look nice. Here's the elevator to the ground floor. Here's the elevator machine room. Bell. And here it is. 3 doesn't work anymore. So go to 2, 3, you need an ID, but you have to work here. Alright, Zeke, we're now at the source of White Plains.
Yes.
After this, we're gonna go ride the glass one. Raymore and Flanagan is not in this location anymore, but Dick's Sporting Goods is still opening as of today. Let's do a little bonus. This is Raymore and Flanagan. It doesn't open anymore. They moved to a new location at Tarrytown Road, which I filmed the Dover Impulse elevator. Let me take off my charger. Oh, actually, never mind. But here it is. It says, oh, I don't want my charger to fall down. It says it's only. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. The new location has moved in 55 Tarrytown Road, White Plains, New York. Well, it's actually in Greenburgh, and you can see the view. Sadly, I haven't been to this location. Look, it won't open anymore. Watch this. Yep. Alright, let's go back down. We're gonna go to the glass elevator when we get to the lobby. Alright, now let's go back down. It's elevator or stair sign. Here's the fire truck. The elevator left it. When the shingler wants to leave, the shingler will leave. They forgot to remove Raymore and Flanagan, but here it is. The elevator's coming. Now watch this. The arrow will come for the down or up chime. Now watch this. It's the up chime. Alright. Oh! Mezzanine's locked. Ground. Now watch this. Oh. Like that bell. Look up here. Here's the red down arrow. Oh. Well, the shingler wants to close. The shingler will close. Let's get a cavity right here. Here's your phone. Your alarm bell. Oh, we're not gonna ring it, but when we get down to the ground floor, I'm going to ring it. Oh. Please note, do not try this at home. Here's X. I don't know why it's X for. Maybe it's express or restricted to no access to MZ, to mezzanine. We're gonna ring 9 times because I reached 9K videos. Well, it's about to be over, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it doesn't ring. All right, here's the DMV. We're gonna skip the machine room, but watch it close. There we go, and okay, that's it. Let's go right to the glass elevator. Oh my God, there's the fire department. What's going on here? All right, everybody, we just got at the source of White Plains, and there's a fire department here, as you can see here. Look at this, everybody, there's a fire department. All right. There is no fire. Sorry. All right. I think the fire department went inside at the Cheesecake Factory. Alright, let's go ride that other elevator right here. I think we're gonna start the Otis ones because they're busy using the shinglers. That's it. Before we ride the shingler elevators, we're gonna start with the Otis elevator. Uh-oh. What's this? Elevator control. Oh, my dad just pushed it. But here it is. Sounds like a Coney elevator. Let's go to 1 and 1R. I don't know what's going on. Door close doesn't work. It works. Sorry about that. Listen to the motor. 4:23 p.m. right now. Today is August 3rd, 2025. Here we are at 1. We'll take a view when we go right the other elevator. Go back to G and GR. And we'll go to here's the alarm bell. That's weird. Door close doesn't work. Get a cavity right here. It's like a hospital size or freight elevator size, but this is not the freight elevator. This is a passenger elevator. Just saying about the sizes. I think this is Series 9 or Series 8. Well, the buttons are Series. Here we are at the ground floor. We'll send this to 101R. Imagine that I'm getting stuck. Well, sounds like a Coney elevator chime. All right, we're gonna skip the door close because the other passenger is taking it. All right, now time for the Schindler elevators. Go up to 3. All right, Zeke, we're at the other elevator. Yay! All right. Here we are at the 3rd floor. Sorry about that. We apologize for the noises. Anyways, let's take a view. I think last year they updated this parking garage. They added now rooftops because it's due for snow weather, heavy rain, or maybe hot weather, just like today. Well, it's not super hot today. We're not gonna get Zeke because I don't want to fall him on the roof on the 3rd floor. Here's a nice parking garage. Here's Bloomingdale's. As of today, Bloomingdale's is still opening. It won't not go out of business just like other cities or rent closes. All right, now let's go back down. Let's go back down to the elevator. And the elevator got left in this one. Oh, it's coming. I think we're getting this one. I think it's this one. It's not coming. Or oh, it's coming. Here it comes. And here it is. The down chime doesn't work. Go back to the ground floor. All right, now let's watch the numbers this time. And now we'll watch the window when we get to the ground floor. And we're stopped on the 1st floor. I guess we might have to take the Otis or still. I don't know who pushed it, but let's go back down. Here's a motorbike. Alright, here we are at the ground floor. We're gonna skip the door closed since we have to go. And here we are at the ground floor. We get a cab view right here. It's the shaft. Mr. Security Camera, famous. All right, that's it. All right, everybody, we're on the way to another parking garage. And here goes an ice cream truck. And here's another truck. I think that trailer's for the cows or the horses. I could see hay. Well, I don't see some ponies or cows right now, but maybe a little bit. All right, let's see if this elevator's working right now. as of back in June, it was working. All right, we'll do this parking garage. But we're gonna skip the view because I don't want to get trapped and take a long time. All right, let's see when I get to the entry. All right, here we are at the 120 Bloomingdale parking garage in White Plains. Sorry to lose my breath but here we are. Let's see if it works. We'll start by going down. For this video, we're gonna skip the view since I already took it. And here it is. All right, let's go down to P1. And then go back down to P2. And here we are, P5. And Zeke, look who's coming from the elevator. I'm Zeke. Okay then. How did you go so far? I'm going to P5. All right then. Door closed. All right. All right, Zeke. You put it away since I don't want to fall on you. Okay. All right, now watch numbers. Feel the wind. Here we are, P5. Those elevators are fast. We're not going to open the door since I already took it, but here's the view. Actually, yeah, it's locked. All right, now let's go back down. Here's Mitsubishi electronic fan. Let me see how it does work. Maybe not. All right. Oh. When the shingler wants to close, the shingler will close. All right. 2. All right. What you would like to buy? All right. Pepsi, that'll be like $5. That sounds like a grocery beep. Like a checkup, to scan your food. All right, here we are, P2. All right, this is the exit. Hear the bell, do the up chime. All right, I don't think it won't. All right, we'll watch it close then. There we goes. And that's it. And here's the indicator. All right, send us up and down again. Okay, and that's it. Hope you like it. All right, everybody, here we are at the Sonesta Hotel parking garage. Let's see if we could access to. I know this is private property here. There's a security desk. But this is a hotel, not a residence. All right. Let's see if we could open an access to. This is the Sonesta, the Crown Plaza parking garage. Here's the elevator. All right, these are the elevators at the Sonesta Hotel parking garage in White Plains, New York. It's an Otis shingler buttons. I think these are like Otis minus by ThyssenKrupp. Go to roof. We'll get that one until we get to the roof. The arrow's not working. Oh, this one works. We'll go to the lower level at the end since I don't want to get in trouble. Here we are at the roof. These are shingler buttons. Otis, ThyssenKrupp. All right, here we are at the roof. Hear the bell. Here's the hotel, but I don't think we're not gonna enter the hotel since I don't want to get in trouble. I know this is not residence, but this is a hotel. All right, let me clean my lens first. All right, let's see if we could access to the view. Oh, you can. Oh, actually, no. Oh, there we go. This is the Sonesta Hotel parking garage, but we're not gonna go to the lobby because I don't want to get in trouble. All right. All right, Zeke, we're at the Sonesta Hotel parking garage. Yay! Although we're not a guest, but let's get Elinor. And here's the view. We are at the Westchester Mall and the Source and the Bloomingdale Road. All right, we're at the Sonesta Hotel parking garage. Right over there, you could see the Alright, here's the view of White Plains down here. We're gonna do this quick because I don't want to get in trouble by the security. I know this is hotel, but this is not residence. This was used to be the formerly Crown Plaza, but it's now Sonesta Hotel. Yes! Sorry about the sunlight. Let's get Fluttershy. It's in the bag. Here it is. Sonesta Hotel. Here's the old fire alarm. Here's the view. This is where the Westchester Pavilion Mall is located. Yeah, it got demolished. I think it got demolished in 2015 or 16 or 14 or 13, I'm not sure. All right, let's go back down. Whoa. This door is hard. All right, let's go back down. Look at this sign. Go back, let's go to lower level. Door close doesn't work, or door close works. Very good at pronounce it right. You look at that, you can see the floors going by. Skips number 2. This is the lower level. Let's go to lobby. This might be, okay, I think we'll go to the lobby. It's easy. Here are our lobby. Send us to 1. All right, that's it. You know what? I think we'll go in that lobby. Oop, the elevator left. Oh, we got this one. Alright. I guess we'll go to lower level instead. Since I'm gonna get in trouble. I think there's another elevator actually, I'm not sure. Here we are. Alright, we're back from the Westchester Mall elevator. We're going to exit by near Crate and Barrel that we entered. Look at that beep. Oh. Alright, here it is. Excuse me. Alright, rental 5, I think, or 4. Let's check if this is the right one. To the exit to the mall. Well, I'm getting hot. Alright, here we are. Alright. Our last one, we'll go to the City Center garage. I think we're gonna skip 15 North Broadway garage because I think it might be closed. Alright, here we are at the City Center garage in White Plains. It's on the 6th floor. Start by going down. We'll get Zeke at the roof. But here's the elevator. L2. Since the indicator burned out, we'll watch the button. Roof. So what do you think about this elevator, Zeke?
I love City Center.
Yeah, it's a nice elevator. And we're stopped on the 3rd floor. Oh, we're stopped on the ground floor. Going up?
Yeah.
What floor are you going?
1 to 3, please.
3? Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's get a cab view right here. Here's the fan. After this, we're gonna go to the other side, to the large elevators. And here's the view. We'll take a look at the 10-second view before we leave. Right here, you can hear the elevator receiver going down. Sorry about that, it keeps asking me for water. At least I'm thirsty though. Alright. Here's Leon Place that we went there yesterday. I think you could see St. Matthew Lutheran at the roof. I think an elevator's coming. Here's the security camera. We're gonna go to the New York Sports Club elevator to the floor P7. I'm gonna show you while we get down here. All right, oops, sorry about that. It's here. All right, we got this one. Go back to the ground floor. You can see the speaker. I don't see it, but here we are. Hear the downshine. All right, watch it close. There he goes. That's it. All right, let's go to the other one. To Bank A from Bank B. All right, here we are. Here's the Bank A elevators. Let's start by going down. Indicator burned out. L2. Yeah. It's the other elevator, Zeke. Alright. You can see the shaft equipment. It's going down. Here we are at the target level. Alright. We'll go to 7. Since the indicator burned out, let's watch the shaft equipment. Here we go. See the floors going by. Here we are at P7. All right, now time to ride to the other. Let's go ride the other one to the elevator. All right, that's it. All right, here's the other elevator. Oh, look at this. It's canceled. The body pump is canceled. That's weird. 2. Oh, Sports Club is closed. P. If you want to pause the video that I already took it and you listen to this motor, here we go. The elevator look nice. Go back down to the roof. This is the apartment building, Summit at City Center, but we already went there for a tour room. We're not gonna get off here since that already took it. But I think we went there back on Tuesday or Wednesday, or I think Wednesday, I'm not sure. But a huge thanks from that security that already went there for allowing me to take this tour. You can hear the other car. Here's the roof, here we are. All right, we'll watch it close. This is elevator Bank A. There we go, Zan, and listen to hear the motor. If you want to pause the video, if you want to, because it says the body pump is canceled on Sunday, August 3rd at 9 a.m. We apologize for any inconvenience. I think other cities in New York Sports Club they do went to cancel. I'm not sure. Maybe it's due for people are sick. All right, let's go back down to this elevator. That elevator is the express, I think. Now let's go back down to this one. Got this one. Here's the mailboxes for the cement at the city center. The indicator works. P1. Watch the numbers. Doesn't beep. Here's the shaft improvement. And here we are, P1. Send this to 7. Alright, we'll watch it close. Here's One City Place, but I don't think we're not going today since it's private property, but there he goes, and that's it. There are 4 elevators in this parking garage, like these. Isn't that cool? Hear the down chime? Alright, here it goes. Goes the other one, this one. Alright, that's it. Alright, let me film the door exit first. Sorry about that. My dad wants to be silent to me because I am annoying. Alright, that's it. Alright, here's the One City Place building, but I don't think we're going to enter here since this is private property. Elinor. Yeah. Oh, let me take off my charges so I don't fail it. Let me put it in my pocket. Yes. This is a huge skyscraper, Elinor. Yeah. Look nice. Let's see if we can try the S. Alright, so let's take this one. This one goes to the parking garage. Alright. This is the elevator at One City Place, White Plains, New York. But we have to be quiet since this is private property. This one that goes down to the parking garage, Elinor. Yeah. After this, here's the parking garage. Here's the main elevator. So we're gonna go ride it soon. Let's get Zeke. Alright, Zeke. Here we are at the parking garage at One City Place. Oops. Sorry. Alright. We're at the One City Place parking garage. I guess we're not going to enter here, but let's go back up. Look at these buttons. We're gonna go ride it later. Look at these elevator buttons. Let's start with this one. Oh, it's a shingler. Let's see. Let's go to the roof. Car B. Oh wow, it's kind of similar to the JW Marriott in Washington, D.C. We're gonna go to the roof. Handicap. Car A. Alright, here it is. Oh, it's a ThyssenKrupp. Going to the roof. Door closed. Here we go. It's a high-speed elevator. It's like an observation deck to me. Yeah. They're kind of similar to the World Trade Center elevators. This elevator that goes up to the 35th or 36th floor. Here's Ben & Jerry's. I don't know what's this. Well, it might be for guests. Here we are at the roof. My ears are popping. You're about to see the New York City skyline. Or might be restricted. Alright, let's just go back down. This is restricted. Let's see if it works. Take this one. Alright, let's do one more ride of this. Oops. Oopsies. Alright everybody, we couldn't do the Epic Mortar to the 2nd floor, but at least I got the Schindler HT elevator for 330 buttons. I'm not sure. I think it's HT elevator. I got a little busted. Well, they said it's not allowed here. Nobody called the cops on me. Please note, photography is not a crime. Here's some 2 buses that goes to Rockland County. Lot J, I don't know what does Lot J mean. Maybe it's the mall parking garage. I got a little busted in this location. Well, at least I filmed the elevator. Remember, everybody, photography is not a crime. And I got a little busted. Well, he was not mad at me. He just wanted me to explain. Well, I wasn't disrespectful to him. Anyways, we did all of the 3 of the Westchester County, White Plains parking garage tours. I think we're gonna skip 15 North Broadway because I don't want to get busted again. Because last time the 15 North Broadway elevator got a phone call back in 3 years ago. So we're gonna skip 15 North Broadway, or the lower level is the 448 Hamilton Avenue, which is right to the lower level. All right. Anyways, that's it. Hope you like it. I think there is Malik and Zadie plush. Well, I already got the Zeke. Well, maybe we'll use that for the other cities besides White Plains, but maybe for Malik and Zadie plush, I'm going to get it on eBay. It's still on there. Well, it's not actually a plush, just like Zeke. All right, everybody, we finished one city place, but we got a little busted for this location. But at the Ritz-Carlton, we didn't, because I know Ritz-Carlton is residence. Well, it looks like a hotel for me. Well, not consider. Well, the other apartments do. Yeah. We finished one city place. The only private buildings I went is the New York Life, Ritz-Carlton, and today, one city place. But I don't think we're not going to go to the Tower of City Place in the future because I don't want to get in trouble. Well, I did get a little trouble. I did a little trouble because I just filmed the elevator. Please note, what do you want to say something, Fluttershy? Please note, photography is not a crime. Yep, photography is not a crime. But still, please be careful for filming the elevators around in the United States, like public properties or private properties. Yeah. Like this one. We're now at the public property. But if you go in this gate through the parking lot, this is private property. Yeah. Also, Lou and the Bolly Bunch characters, you're going to United Kingdom tomorrow for your vacation. Yeah, we're gonna miss you. But Lady Burlou, you're not coming. You can't go because, according to Snip Snap, that you're just a brat character. Yeah, you will come with us, but you're coming to the airport. All right, you're going to United Kingdom. Milo, Lou and the Bolly Bunch characters, Gusta, Glim, LED, and Barnaby. We're still looking for Biba, the butterfly. Yeah. We're gonna go find her somewhere and print another one. Yeah. And this is our last day of the My Little Pony main 6 that I printed. They're going back to the Hasbro headquarters or the Sonic and Friends episode, which is where you're going back. Oh, sorry. Here, pick it up. Sorry about that. It's just my random. Yeah, we're gonna miss you, main 6. Yeah, but Twilight Sparkle feels bad. Her eye is not good. I'm not sure you're going to the Sonic and Friends to move here or go to the Hasbro headquarters in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Yeah, we're gonna miss you. But probably you're going back to Hasbro. Yeah. Got Starlight Glimmer, Twilight Cutie Mark Moment, Equestria Girl, Pony Life. Yeah, we're gonna miss you. Yep, you're going back to Hasbro and you're going back to Hasbro headquarters in Rhode Island. Yeah. With the teleporter or something. And the Gacha Life version. Fluttershy turning into a plush. Actually, where's Fluttershy? Oh, it might be in a bag. Alright, Twilight, since you're not feeling good, I have a better idea instead of going to the hospital. I know. What is it? You go on the slide, you'll see. I mean, swing, sorry. Alright, Fluttershy, I'm going to miss you, and I'll turn you to a plush. Okay. I don't know if the My Little Pony, all main 6 characters are going because they're going to move to the Sonic and Friends. Yeah. But I had a perfect idea. Oh wait, but this kid is still busy right now. I'm going to give you, I have a better, hold on. All right, Twilight Sparkle. I'm going to give you a spin so you can make us feel better. Yeah. Here you go. All right, Twilight Sparkle. We had a failed to make you feel better. We might have to print you a new one, but we have a better idea. I will give you some milk so we could make us better. Okay. All right, let's go home. All right, here we are. This is for our bonus Zeke. Yes. We'll do a last parking garage of White Plains collection. Except for the Stop and Shop parking garage since it's not working. Here's the elevator. I'm going to stop the camera since I don't want to get in trouble. Here it is. Twisting Crab Modernist by Dover. 3. Let's see if we don't get caught. Just like 3 years ago. Epic Motor Zeke. Yeah. Grocery beep. We'll get Elinor and Fluttershy when we get outside. Here we are, 3. Twisting Crop Modernized by Dover. Here we are. We're gonna do this quick because I don't want to get in trouble because there's security. We'll take a picture of 2 Trump Towers for bonus. Alright, let's get Elinor and Fluttershy. What do you think about this parking garage? Yes! And Fluttershy, we gotta go now because I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah! And we're going to stop the camera without the door closed or the Epic Motor. So let's go back down to the first floor, the ground floor. To Synchromodded Otis. Go down the ground. Let's cap you. So scared right now. Just don't want to think I'm going to get busted. Here we are at the ground floor. We'll send this to 3 or send this to 1 instead. Alright, that's it. You can hear the elevator machine room. Let's see if this is the exit that we could go on.